Alright, let's move to the next map. The next map or the last map? It's pretty giveaway with the timeline.
Going in on that dual flanker setup with both the Sombra and the Trace. And you can see Eagle Gaming here, they're concentrating themselves around this hacked health bank, making sure that if someone makes a dive for it to try and sustain themselves, they will be a victim to a huge amount of stuns.
I don't know if you can play this comp. Like if you're Angry Titans. Was there a Sombra like able to scout this early? She is in front here. But they're like in a position to hold close. But the problem is they don't really have the flank pressure. Like as soon as this walks up, there's no line to engage unless they were standing here and they're able to engage on the back line right here. But the problem is like it's then stun from Kree, stun from Brig. But they kind of just isolate themselves. Like, who are they going for here? They put some damage on the Zen, some damage on the Lucio, but the amount of damage they're taking themselves, they won't be able to win this. Like, they get some members low, and Hardest doesn't even end up landing any shots here, but there's just so much threat of him. Like, you usually need to have, like, the Sombra split them, and then like, or just run like Sombra Doom or something, so you have like a chance to one-shot someone. But the problem is like they don't have that. They need to have the Sombra like pull some attention, get some cooldowns out, trade the cooldowns because Angry Titans will have the advantage if they don't have the cooldowns on Eagle. But
shot after shot there, and Avox is that equal ult charger now with Nico, and I do think that they didn't get the maximum value out of a Moira there. Angry Titans sort of didn't stick together as much as I would have liked to get the maximum value out of that Biotic Grasp, which of course has a cone of effect heal, and if you're all together like you are in a tank composition, then you can get the maximum efficacy out of that.
you definitely swap to goats here if you're Angry Titans, and you just run it straight at this Kree who will not be able to live. The problem is they play this comp, and it looks like they're trying to mirror it, but they can't match the discord, so the tanks aren't going to have the same pressure on them. So they like have to use beam early to just match the pressure, but I mean that was a pretty sick outplay he had, but his backline was getting engaged that whole time while he was playing forward. So like they get split up here. Like there's a few members that walk up here, and then there's other members who have to like go all the way back here because they end up getting kiting on. But when you're playing Angry Titans comp, you don't have the discords. You don't want to match this fight where you're basically being like, hey, you can discord our one or two members, and then they'll have a 2v2, but it's not fair because there's discords, and then we'll take the rest of our team and split them up. So they ideally want to be kiting all together, not letting the Zen get value.
Flashbang doesn't quite end up landing, and Hardest gonna have to play a little bit more scared here, but the problem is the rest of your team has gone down there. You can't be on the point alone, not against the McCree. Range is your enemy when you're the Brigitte. That it is. Hardest will hunt you down from long range, and now he's gonna have the longest range available. Does not suffer from damage drop off while using the Deadeye, and of course it does now have that accelerated build up to 100 damage.
So up to the Zen now, but I think he play Ana. I don't know if he'll be able to build Trance.
There's the Dragons a little bit more defensively this time to dislodge Eagle Gaming from the right-hand side there. If you look on the side of AT.
I feel like if you're dragging anything, this Kree's been standing in the same spot for the entire game. You drag in here, you shoot it from back here, and you shoot it directly here and eat up this whole sight line, and then you rush other members over here. So you basically force the Kree to either make the decision, run completely all the way around, back behind like over here, or just fight us in the choke on the left.
Two people that are already damaged. Eggfox moving over now from the Moira onto that Zenyatta. to do a lot more damage towards the tanks of Eagle Gaming.
But this dragon just like moves the tanks, but then they don't get any advantage after that, I'd say.
On the right-hand side there, if you're looking at the side of AT.
Like they just reset and then there's nothing they can do. I don't know, I don't like that. The Diva Bomb's good, it forces a rotation, but was it just Monkey that dove in with the... Trying to see where he is. Wolsish, where are you, buddy? I think he's in here. Oh, he just gets bursted. Yeah, if there's like 6 people playing there because you zoned them there with your own dragon, then they're just gonna be able to like hit you with Discord, stun with Brig, potentially stun with Kree, and then you just took micro missiles that are Discord, and yeah, you'll just get instantly melted.
Hardest doesn't have the ultimate advantage anymore, but he does have a percentage advantage. 1% away are Eagle Gaming. Keys unloads that rally as well. They are able to touch the point, causing overtime, but this is it. Eagle Gaming pushing forward now, has that bomb on the point as well. They end up getting the retouch here, but one member already dead. A beat comes out from the Lucio from Angry Titans, Luddy keeping everybody...
So I'd say this was good from them, where if you make this rotation like they did, if you take this rotation, then take Hut, whatever you want to call it, from them, you force the tanks to automatically start playing here and potentially the Brig here or whatever, and then you give yourself the chance to knock them into the well if they want to be getting good value. And that's what they end up doing. So they make the rotation. Then they're now playing like right on top of the well, and your members are actually safe.
Pushing forward now, has that bomb on the point as well. They end up getting the retouch here, but one member already dead. A beat comes out from the Lucio from Angry Titans, Luddy keeping everybody high and dry and nice and alive. Superblue going extremely low, has to leap out there. Can anybody blink him out the sky? No, they cannot. Is able to get back to a health pack, and now domination on the point from Angry Titans is necessary. They are 5-6.
Angry Titans has a good positioning now. They didn't overcommit ults, which was really good. I think they used probably just about as much as they needed to use to retake. And they're doing good to hold Cage Hut now.
No mistakes are allowed here from Angry Titans. Can't peek the Deadeye. Only God's going to try to bring out one of his own. He peeked it and he got stung. Hardest finds his head, just clicks on him. Only God unleashes his, but didn't quite find anything whatsoever. A transcendence from both sides is worn out, so...
Eagle did better to kite here, though. For Angry Titans, whenever you're on defense, it's again the same concept where... Let's go back a little bit. If you want to be getting the same value, let's go back a little even further. The Monkey has to be playing close. He has to be playing here. Give himself the chance to get knocked in, or just has to jump back, and then while he's jumping back, has the chance to be getting shot at. So the Monkey Diva are playing close. They have to disengage. They have to come back. Definitely shouldn't be dying to that.
Only God unleashes his, but didn't quite find anything whatsoever. A transcendence from both sides is worn out, so Hip and a Box retreating, but Hardest is going to find one kill in Lostis. In fact, another one.
It's again another case where the Brig falls early and they lose all the sustain.
Best of 3. Hardest just taking man mode. 3 kills for the Cowboy, and that'll be Angry Titans for going well. Eagle Gaming 1 map away. Going to pick up. Just get him so Paris, your country, and right now representing. We're going to jump over to Lighthouse as our second and what could be our final map. Potentially so. Angry Titans going back to their tried and true.
So this is technically what Angry Titans should have been playing if they were playing to counter the Kree comp, if they didn't want to mirror it, because this comp can technically run to the point, and the Kree doesn't have enough kill pressure to finish them off if Diana's like playing inside the team. Like there's just not enough damage he can do.
Are back on the field along with Avox on that. And now Hardest moving.
That was a cute little scout play with the Sombra. Have enough time to swap back and actually decide if they want to swap and play this.
Gives you a lot more offensive capability with that Discord orb, but does mean you have less point healing on each of your particular tanks. Got a Maze just going man mode straight on top of the tanks, and that's Lolshish backing off here. They're letting Eagle Gaming play pretty low and actually gets moved off the edge. Nico just clambering back up. No clamber mechanics in Overwatch, but hey, he managed to do it. Hardest takes out Avox. Locious is going to fall as well. Beautiful boot from Little Bo, but that might just aid Luddy.
They need to be like really careful here, like whenever they're taking this trade. If you're the defensive team with the Ana, you want to be kiting back and then give your Ana a chance to get a bio nade. But whenever they're engaging from where they were, it was really hard for them to actually get one. So you want them to fall onto the ground and then kite back to a place where your Ana can actually play with you. So it'd probably be best to like play on the point as 6, not put yourself in the situation where you're coming back here and you're close to the edge. Because they end up getting knocked back here, and then there's basically no place for them to reset where they can rotate in a safe place without someone potentially getting knocked off. Like, Ana's not getting much value right here. There's a mixed match of like where they should actually go, because the Brig starts to kite towards the Mega. Now they're starting to kite towards the point, but you can see Onigod's behind the point. It's like 2 people on the point. Lucio's looking for boops off the map.
But hey, he managed to do it. Hardest takes out Avox. Locious is going to fall as well. Beautiful boot from Little Bo, but that might just aid Luddy as he does sink to the bottom of the ocean. Angry Titans going for the quick reset. Nice cap here though from Eagle Gaming.
Superbook there really opened that one up by getting a pin kill onto Urki, who was lagging behind for the remainder of his team. They all went for a rotation onto a point, aided by the speed boost of Luddy.
So I have to play a bit differently whenever you have Ana versus Zen. Whenever you see it, you gotta kite differently. They could have played safer and like played on the point.
Jumps up in the air, gets the shadow on Elivote, goes low, but is able to back off. There's the grab, there's the...
Elivote's gotten hit by so many of these grabs, or he's forced so many of the grabs to like allow... Let me rephrase. He's gotten hit by so many shatters, which has allowed his team to get grabbed right after with his positioning. Like, he's just walking too far up where he should be playing further back.
Superbook's already halfway there because he could swing into that Graviton. Locious only still at 77%. He can't even get near Eagle Gaming. Every time he gets near, he's just taken down.
Graviton surge used. Nico's going to go into that rally, just pushing everybody back.
What are these long range grabs? Why am I seeing these? These are just not good. Look.
Only still at 77%. He can't even get near
They're just trying to shoot them from so far away. Like, there's no way these go off.
Every time he gets near, he's just taken down.
Graviton surge used. Nico's going to go into that rally, just pushing everybody back. They have to be able to touch the point. The sound barrier might just aid them to it. They are going to rush towards it now. You can see a quick rotation coming.
This is too many grabs that have gone shot from too far away. It's again, they're very, very split right here. There needs to be some reconsolidation.
Avox with that transcendence keeps them all alive, and Little Bo still has that sound barrier. Elivo sends the mech sky high as well with the kill onto Hardest. This could be the opening that they needed, but Eagle Gaming, they're not quite done yet. Sound barrier down for them, all with a boon of health. They're able to push forward. Locious is going to fall. They're going to jump onto the point though and contest it for the time, because 80% now has been acquired from Eagle Gaming.
It's been such an expensive fight, Jaws, but Angry Titans needed to make their stand here. Superbook's trying to bunker up in the corner with his shield. He's just having a little bit of a cower, a little bit of a cry, but Angry Titans going to be putting him down. Nothing left but the crying. Eagle Gaming are in a great position.
I want to go back, watch that fight. It felt like there was 2 big mispositions team-wise, so... Bad grav. Both Brigs are in like a very aggressive position, taking a lot of damage. Nico misses his stun. Now he's in the bad position. They're not punishing him though. Definitely could have. He kites back. Angry Titan starts to split up pretty poorly because they start to like walk out, but you don't really see what they're attacking. It seems like they're attacking Nico, but the rest of the members are all like in a safe-ish spot. So it's like, okay, we'll kill Nico, but it's not all the members committing onto it. And then once the D.Va Bomb comes off, they all have to scatter. And it actually gives them a chance to split up because you can see all the members. There's like Rein here, Lucio here, Brig here, and then the other 3 are here. So there's a good chance for them to actually get split up and picked apart because Hip can discord the Rein here, and there's a chance that like all these members can collapse with the speed boost onto the Rhine. They immediately all turn to go focus this grab, which they actually probably should have just killed the Rhine. Shatter doesn't actually do anything. But then they all reset back to each other. They beat Trade, but like Hardest actually not being there for that fight is like really bad because he's technically the best DPS on the team in these fights where both Zarya's are 100 energy. Okay.
Overwatch Contenders, Season 2 Contenders Championship. Superflux ready to open this one up. He can try and crack it like an egg when he brings down the hammer.
Only got Snow nowhere near that Graviton Surge either. They haven't got offensive tank ultimates to bear. Superflux almost gets knocked off, but a beautiful shatter. Met 3 people. Littleboy's going to take out Lowstitch. That goes Graviton.
And that should be it. Like, they baited really well here. He wasn't sure if Shadow was up. He did good to hold shield here to make sure he could land. Sees the Rhine's playing safe. He sees the bubble. The bubble gets broken. He gets booped into him. That's actually huge. The booping the Rhine, so the Shatter would have gone off regardless. He doesn't get knocked off the map either. He keeps pathing forward. Like, he's pressing W, so these boops actually aren't doing a lot to him. Because, like, your momentum is affected with what you're pressing, so if you're pressing W in this situation, it technically doesn't look as good, and you'd want to be pathing close to the edge, but not off of it. But, like, let's see how many times you guys get booped here. There's, like, 2 boops right here. He's walking forward again while he gets booped. 4th boop. But he's walking forward the whole time. 5th boop. 6. Yeah, not able to do enough.
There's a flip. Now it is the last chance for Angry Titans. Lodi is poised once again to make the overtime work. Eagle Gaming are moving forward.
They're trying to rush to the point now. Graviton Surge available for hardest, but look at this. Lodi, sneaky beaver shoes on. Jump back to the point. A sound barrier to keep him alive. Overtime is ticking down. A Graviton Surge landing onto the point, pinning everybody from Eagle Gaming on top of it. But
Finally got a grab off, but they're just having to stagger onto the point.
Overtime's done. Hardest finds the last, and that will be Evo falling. Overtime's through in Eagle Gaming.
I'm still trying to figure out why they're playing so much Zen. I feel like Ana can work, but you have to play differently. I feel like the Zen is probably better than the Moira, but I feel like the Ana is also better than the Moira, but also opens up more things. So I guess it depends who your flex support is, because I feel like Ana just opens up more windows. Sure, the Zen can Discord, but you can also cleanse it. Where Ana has like multiple windows where you can nano, and if you aren't able to match it, then the Ryan is just going to have so much more pressure, offers so much more healing. So I'm just a bit confused why they're It could also be their practice where they weren't really able to play against other teams that are playing that, maybe. So I don't know if they played against each other, probably didn't, but maybe it's both of them preferred to play the Zen versus the Ana, but it was versus the worst teams that probably had roster changes going on at the time. So maybe it was just a whole mixture of things, but I'm not the biggest fan of Zen over the Ana in every single situation. I think some maps it's probably better, but any map where you can have high ground, your Ana can play a little bit further back, or you have a chance to play with a wall behind you. Your Ana can usually play in a safe enough spot where they will have to over-engage to try to deal with you. And I feel like playing off anti is just super good. Like, you can just burn Matrix so much from them. Like, trying to anticipate the nade and then just win off the nade, so. Alright, that was it.